It's that time of year again. It's time to get listing. And you're thinking, time of year? You should be listing all the time. So as you guys already know, I'm a part-time reseller and I kind of go in spurts, and that's the way I like it. I like to be able to do a lot, then do a little, do a lot, and kind of like pace myself at a certain pace. That's the whole point of being part-time. Now, some people say they're part-time because they're working, say, a full-time job and they're doing part-time, but they are absolutely killing it. They are listing like every day, and that is also part-time. I'm more of a relaxed, part-time reseller. So what I do around this time of year, because it worked last year, so I thought whatever works, keep doing that, right? So last year I did a open collab. It was called, stash to cash. That was the hashtag stash to cash. So I'm going to kind of do that again this year, only I'm not doing it as an open collab because I have a pretty small channel. And even though I have a huge following on, both Instagram and TikTok, well, not giant, but, big for me, I guess. It's hard to get people to participate in my open collabs because I'm just like not that well known, which is fine. So what I thought I would do is if you see this video and you're a reseller, no matter when you see it, if you're like, listing a bunch of stuff or kind of making a push for, getting a bunch of things listed, is just use that hashtag. It doesn't have to be like in the video. It just has to be put down in the description sometime, or somewhere in the description. And then if anybody like searches that hashtag stash to cash, they're going to find your video, my video from last year, whatever. And it's kind of like a little bit motivating too when you see people like doing that big push to list items. So that's what I'm going to do. I am listing these up first in my stash to cash, and these are anthropology mugs. I have a set of 4 back here, plus the creamer. You guys can kind of see them back there on my little filing cabinet. So I have the creamer too. Let me get you a better view of this. So in my haul video, I said that these were lily of the valley, and they do look like lily of the valley, but upon doing a little bit more research, they're actually bluebells. It's supposed to be a vintage looking, mug, with the all white and the I guess it's like a relief or whatever on there. But these are bluebells, and now that I'm looking at them, I'm like, oh yes, that is a bluebell. I thought it was lily of the valley. So every time I tried to look up lily of the valley anthropology white mugs, they weren't coming up at all. Well, then I looked up the bluebell, it's called sprig of bluebell. Sprig of bluebell. Oh my goodness, I can't say it. That's sprig of bluebell. There we go. I still can't find them. I can only find, because apparently these are more recent. They are out of stock on anthropology.com. So anyways, I'm going to be listing up this set. I'm going to list it up on eBay for $55. Now, sometimes I do list things a little bit high because I do run sales and I give out offers and things like that. And I do leave it open that people can give me offers too. So sometimes when I say I'm listing it for $55, I may or may not get that. Now, being that these are out of stock and these are, like marketed as great for brunch, and of course it's, we're in the springtime right now and things like that. So they have a certain marketing scheme that they do with this style. There's also a artist name, I believe, associated with this, which is Katarina. I got to do a little bit more research on that to put into my description and boost it up a little bit more. But it's funny, I could have sworn that I looked these up when I bought them as Lily of the Valley mugs, and I'm like, maybe I didn't. Maybe I only looked up anthropology mugs. Now, certain anthropology mugs go for a good amount of money. Now, some of them just go for, like a single mug might only go for like $15 or something like that. But some of them go for like the $25 range, some of them even higher. So it did get me thinking I might do a short video on the mugs and how much they go for. I just have to, you know, get that in the works, and then I'll pop that up later. So keep an eye out for that. I'm going to do a quick video on that. So anyways, getting these listed. But in the meantime, I was like, oh, let me wash up my butterfly gold bowls. You know, I had a set of 7, and on the top of it, it said set of 4, and then it had, you know, 7 bowls, right? Like this, right? 7 bowls, and it was $7.99. You know, but I got 20% off, so it ends up being $6.39 for the set. So I'm downstairs washing them, getting ready to list them. I'm going to grab the mugs that match them, and I'm going to list those up. And when I went to wash them, these are scrubbed free. Somebody scrubbed these till this came off. Because they don't make white bowls. Corral does not make white cereal bowls. So 3 out of the 7. Now I know what that set of 4 meant. Set of 4 butterfly gold, and the rest were plain. I am not going to be able to sell these, so I have 3 new cereal bowls for myself, which is ironic because we never have enough bowls, never have enough cereal bowls, and these don't take up a lot of room with the way they stack, so I'll be putting these down in my cupboard. But I was like, oh no. But that's okay. I will get enough money just on these 4 bowls, because I was going to split it into 4 and then do the 3 separate. I talked about all the different ways I can sell these, but I'm going to do a set of 4 bowls along with the 6 cups. It's 3 mugs and 3 cups. Do it that way and put it together as a big set. But isn't that ironic? I'm like, oh, the things us resellers fall into sometimes, or, you know, we get all kinds of things happening. We get things home and either break it on the way home, or we get it home and realize it's broken, something like that. But anyways, so if you guys are doing your listings and you want to participate in this stash to cash, you know, it's not really a challenge, but you can challenge yourself, you know, get some listings up there. I am trying to specifically pick some high dollar amount items to list first, and then I'm going to reach into my death pile. I'm going to pull out some, you know, say low dollar items and list those up too, because it doesn't really matter. You just got to get listing, right? I just ran into another problem trying to list my item on eBay. Well, I ran into a problem while I was trying to list those mugs, is that it kept switching it to an auction. I swiped it over and said I wanted to do buy it now, put my buy it now price in. And when I would come out to the main portion of the page, it would say that I had it listed for auction for a penny with the buy it now for the price that I put in. I'm like, no, I don't want an auction. I kept going in and out of that. I finally came the whole way out of the app and went back in. So then I finally got it to stay with, it's a buy it now. And then I said, okay, go through all the rest of it, put my shipping in, hit list my item, and this is what my phone's doing. And it looks kind of weird too. I checked my internet. It's not my internet. I even put my data on for in case it was my internet, but my internet's fine. And I think eBay's having a problem. They're probably doing some sort of update. It is Sunday. They're probably doing an update. So it's going to be really hard for me to list my items if I can't get them online. Oh no. I might have to pick some stuff that I can list on like Etsy, or, you know, I can do that. I can list, well, the butterfly gold items I can list on Etsy. I can also, this is my other item. I want to list these Steubenville pottery bowls. I'm going to list those too. So yeah, it's just spinning and spinning. In the meantime, one of my neighbors asked me if I wanted to go for a walk. I think I will do that. I'm going to go for a walk, and I'll come back, and then I'm going to finish up with all my listing today. Come in.
Look what I brought. A whole bunch of stuff that I thrifted.
And famous Lola.
Famous little Lola.
Lola.
She's so curious.
She wants, what's in
What
here?
is that?
Oh, hold on. What is that?
Oh, you can't play with this. I'm sorry. I have a collection of Thai baby Beanie Babies that I will be
Baby Beanie Babies? Let me see them.
They're all little
Oh,
babies.
they're little minis.
Mm-hmm.
Are they all bears?
They are all bears. Yep.
Ooh,
but you can
hold
see.
On. Let me back up.
And then here's one more. Here's one more. You can see the wings on this one. It's a little angel.
Oh, let me see the wings. I don't think I noticed that.
But I have a whole story behind this collection that you'll see on my Green Bee Explorer YouTube page. And how I'm sorry, are you bored? That you can see. But I have one more item. It's this one. This is one of when I was a young kid, I used to watch this show called Powerpuff Girls. This character is Blossom. So I have this one up for sale too on eBay. But you can see the story behind this, and it's actually funny. Her reaction to this one, it's not the same anymore, but if you go back, I have a video of just her with this doll, and it's pretty funny. But
it's really funny.
Yeah.
I'll put the links down below of her videos from her channel, so you guys can go over and check her channel out. And what are you doing with all this stuff that you're bringing to my emporium?
So I'm gonna list it up on eBay, but thankfully Left Lane Finds is gonna assist with the shipping and boxing.
Of course I do.
Of course.
I am always shipping out her items. It's better to keep all of our stuff in one area. And that's it, right?
Yep.
That's all you brought me?
There's there will be a little bit more to come, so definitely follow us both. And we tag team in a lot of things.
Yeah, we go thrifting together sometimes.
That is so much fun, yes.
Yeah, we go to the thrift stores together, and in this case, we were together when she found these, but it was in a big giant tub, so we weren't sure what was inside the big giant tub, and then she was able to get it home and open it up and all that. And
the story behind that is pretty funny.
This was at a different thrift store. I wasn't with her when she got that.
I did that one on my own. It was half. I kind of fell in love with it because it was my childhood, and the other half was it possibly goes for good money, and I do talk about that too on my channel.
If you guys can believe it, the eBay app on my phone was glitching, as I was talking about earlier. I actually reached out to a Facebook group and asked if they were having problems. Yes, they were. It was saving it as a draft, and every time I would put information in, it would just delete that information. It would never list the item. And according to the people on the Facebook group, they were just keeping it up as a draft on their phone and then going to their laptop to finish the listing. And that's exactly what I had to do. And I thought, well, what about when I want to list another item? Because I always use my phone to list items. So I just thought, let me try it on this one. And it worked. It worked fine. It was just still glitching on the first one, which was a draft from yesterday. But today, it worked fine. So I listed up the Jim Shore Angel. This is the Luke 24. It depicts the resurrection. And I listed that up for $49.99. And I listed up these for $55, all, plus shipping. And then I put this on my Etsy. These do not sell very well on eBay, even as lots, even if I have multiples of them, but they do sell better on Etsy for higher prices. So now I only put this up for $12. I just have one. If I had multiples of this size, it would be great. I would put it up as a bigger lot. And I actually found 2 more of these, but at the thrift store, they wanted $3 a piece for them. I'm like, nope. At other thrift stores, they put them for 99 cents, and that's when I picked them up. So these are my items that are listed. I'm not going to show you every item I'm listing for my stash to cash here. I did pull out the butterfly gold the mugs and the cups that I told you about, and then I'm going to put them with the bowls. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the original listing on eBay of these items, and I'm just going to revise it. I'm going to take a couple more pictures. I just have to take pictures of the bowls separately and then also together with the whole grouping, and then just change the description a little bit, change the price, and voila, that listing is done. These Steubenville vintage bowls, Steubenville pottery, you can barely read that label. I am going to list these up on eBay and Etsy for $40. I have a set of 3. They're very heavy, like restaurant ware plates. And then this is the last item I'm going to show you on this video of items that I'm listing. So I got this mug. It is just a regular modern mug. Let's see, what does it say there on the bottom? It says Home Essentials, No Bounds. If you can read that, it's very hard to read. But I got it because it's brown and has this great looking fish on it, and I thought this is great for Father's Day. And you might be saying to yourself, but Mother's Day is coming up. Mother's Day is coming up in a few days, and people start thinking, well, better start buying something for Father's Day too. So I'm going to list this up on eBay. I think that's the only place, unless I cross-post it to Poshmark, would be the only other place I would list this to. Going to put that up for around $15. And so this is all of my items for purposes of this video. Like I said, I don't want to be doing listing videos, but this one is more to highlight the stash to cash. I'm just going to do a big push of listing a lot of items in a short amount of time, and last year that worked really well. I listed up like 27 items, and so many out of that push sold. And then prior to that, one time I sat outside, I took all my pictures outside, and I listed like 20 items in one day, and a bunch of those also sold. So it does help sometimes to just do a good push, like 5 to 7 items, you know, not every day. In fact, I did it over like a 2-week period. I wasn't like making some sort of daily goal, although you can do that. I always say if you want to have a daily goal and you're a small part-timer like myself, then, you know, do 2 items a day. You know, that's what I used to do when I was working full-time, part-time, you know, and all that. I was like, the most I could do to keep on top of everything was 2 items a day, and that's like 60 items a month when you think about it. That's a lot. Hopefully you guys have some success in your reselling activities, and even if you're not a reseller, you can kind of follow along and see what happens. Thank you for watching. Put any comments or questions down below. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys later.